this is Rosanna from Beautiful Skin, and today we're going to talk about different methods of mineral foundation application. First, we are going to start with our dry buff method, which is pretty much the most classic and well-known method of applying mineral foundation. So, what you're going to do is you're going to take your foundation and you're going to, ours has a little handy grid. I don't know if you can see it in here, but basically kind of closed and open, and there are little holes in there that will let the foundation out. So what you're going to do is you're going to tap a little bit out into the lid. I use about this much, if you can see that. It kind of shook to the bottom there. And then I take our large kabuki foundation brush, and what you do is you just kind of swoosh it around in the lid like this. You want to get all your foundation really worked up into your bristles. You don't want it just sitting on top. Tap off any extra. Then you're going to buff, and you're really gonna you're gonna use a decent amount of pressure, almost flattening out those bristles as you go in a circular motion all across your face. So that is the dry buff method. Then you continue till you're done with the rest of your face. Blend really well along your jawline and your hairline. Now what you don't want to do, and this is a mistake that I see a lot of people make when they first use mineral foundation, is they use a really light touch like you would when you're putting on a setting powder over liquid foundation. They'll take it and they'll just kind of dust along like that. That's really not going to give you much coverage, nor is it going to last very long. You really want to massage it into your skin. And you can control how much coverage you get by controlling, obviously, the amount of foundation and then also the pressure that you use. Lighter pressure will give you softer coverage. A little bit more heavy pressure will give you a fuller coverage. So that is your dry buff method. Now the next method I'm going to show you is called our airbrush technique, and you start out the same way. You take your lid, tap a little of your foundation out. Again, you control your coverage by how much product you put into your lid. Then you use, this is our Lavishment Hydrating Toner. What you're going to do with this is you're just going to mist the side of your face. Then you're also going to mist your brush. Just a little bit, not a lot. You don't want it really wet. And then again, you're going to swirl it in here, almost making a liquid in your lid. Then you're going to start buffing that, very similar to the dry brush method, or dry buff method, using a circular motion, blending in your jawline. That gives you just a little bit of a different type of finish. I think it is a little bit more heavy coverage, and I feel like it gets a really even, almost that airbrushed finish. With your airbrush method, you're going to want to work kind of quickly. You don't want it to dry on your skin too much. Then when you're done and you've got the amount of coverage that you like, you're going to go back over that and just kind of blend it in to give you that soft finish that you like. So that's your airbrush method. Now I'm going to show you the liquid foundation application. What you're going to do is you're going to mix it with your favorite moisturizer. I'm using our Lavishment moisturizer. And what I like to do is just get a little bit of the moisturizer out. You can use a saucer or a plate or just the lid of your moisturizer. And you're going to add a little foundation into that moisturizer. Mix it around, and you can either apply it with your fingers directly, like so. Kind of do a little mixing. And you can apply it with your fingers if you like. Blending that in really well. Or you can use our flat brush to give you an even, smooth coverage. You're just gonna want to blend that in. I like to use a light touch, making sure to blend really well. This is really great if you have dry skin. I do. Then mineral makeup tends to pull moisture from your skin as it mixes with the oils in your skin to give you that perfect finish. I like to add moisture because my skin is a lot drier. So that is our liquid method. Lastly, I'm going to show you how to use our foundation as a concealer. One thing to remember is that our foundations are very heavily pigmented. They don't have any fillers in them, so it's all foundation. So it's really just the application method that's going to give you the coverage of a concealer. I like to use our flat brush, and you can do this either dry or wet. I'll show you dry first. You're going to take a little bit of the foundation, put it into your lid, take your flat brush, get that on there. Then you're just going to come right along up underneath your eye. This brush gives you a little heavier coverage than our Kabuki foundation brush, giving you the coverage of a concealer. So that's the dry concealer. You can do the exact same thing with the liquid application method as well. Just take your foundation, which has been mixed with moisturizer, get a little bit on your brush, come right along, and you're going to then apply that as you would a concealer right up underneath your eyes, being sure to blend that all in. Put it on any problem areas you might have, any extras you want to conceal. And then you have your concealer application. So there you have it, a couple of different application methods for mineral foundation. See you next week.